Hello and welcome to or welcome back to Lauren's Legends. For years, I am pretty sure we have all wondered about life from outside of our planet. I know that I have pondered it one too many times. Countless conspiracy theories, personal testimonies, and blockbuster films have been presented to us as we grew up, giving us both an endless imagination, but also a humbling fear of the unknown. So today we are diving in to everything aliens. When talking about aliens, the most common questions are, if they exist, would alien life be friendly? Would they work with us to improve our world and colonize other planets? Or would they be a threat to us? Or would they want our planet for their own? The reality is, if they have figured out a way to travel the vast distances of space, they have developed a technology that is far beyond anything humanity has developed. And depending on the time that their galaxy was created, they could be millions to billions of years ahead of us in development. For some perspective, how they could feel about interacting with us is possibly how we would feel interacting with a gorilla at the zoo. A gorilla is a very intelligent animal, but most humans are way more advanced. I have met some people that I am not too sure about. Or perhaps worse, they could see our worldwide effect with pollution and overdevelopment and see us as a cancer to be neutralized. In recent developments, in July of 2023, Congress held a hearing with David Grusch and other intelligent officers to discuss the government's involvement with alien life. I also love that people are so jaded after the last 3 years that we have all experienced that the government is literally meeting to talk about alien life, and we're like, and yeah, that's old news. I digress. David went on the record to say the U.S. government is absolutely in possession of UPs, unidentified flying object phenomenons. He went on to cite interviews he had conducted with over 40 witnesses over a 4-year period. This former U.S. intelligence official, who was in the Air Force as well, said he led Defense Department efforts to analyze reported UP and UFO sightings and was informed of a multi-decade Pentagon program that secretly collected and reconstructed crashed UPs. I think that since the movie Independence Day came out and we all had crushes on Will Smith, focus, Lauren. Many of us thought that this could be what was going on in Area 51. But this is not a movie. And this is someone from the government on national TV admitting this, causing it to feel that this is stranger than fiction. To go one step further, David Grusch also went on record to discuss the non-human-biologics found on board these downed aircraft. Within the interviews he conducted, it was revealed that several military and intelligence officers have recovered alien bodies, and the government has been aware and studying these for decades. Aside from the recent congressional hearing, the internet has exploded with recorded footage of craft and phenomenon that can't fully be explained. What once seemed like a once-in-a-million event now is becoming more and more a regular thing. The once stigma of being associated with these types of sightings is starting to fade away, as more than ever these people don't seem crazy. They are concerned and frightened. However, for years, the stigma has prevented many from coming forward. They understandably didn't want the verbal harassment and looks that would come their way afterwards. Even with the stigma, there are many believable stories in the past that people did come out and speak about without being stopped by the backlash that would ensue. The Phoenix Lights, which I covered in my Urban Legend States videos, occurred on March 13th, 1997. thousands of people witnessed a strange light formation over the skies of Arizona and Nevada. These lights were witnessed for over 300 miles, moving faster than any Earth vehicle should be. Back then, the government laughed it off, saying it was a military testing, but they came out way after the incident and no one believed them. Then you have the Westall UFO that happened on April 6, 1966 in Australia. This is one of the best recorded events and had many different witnesses from many different ages reporting seeing the same thing. On that Wednesday around 11 a.m., both students and teachers saw a fast-moving gray aircraft flying above the school. It then disappeared behind the trees and then reportedly flew back about 20 minutes later. Hundreds of people saw this and gave the same statements. Authorities asked the children to draw what they had seen, and the drawings were all very similar, which backs up that they had all witnessed a mass sighting of the same thing. Another strange and believable encounter was that of Travis Walton. He was working in the forest with a group of guys on the evening of November 5th, 1975. They were working in the forest of Arizona and had finished up for the day, and the guys went and got in their truck to head back. While driving through the woods, they saw an extremely bright light and decided to check it out. It is reported that they saw some kind of craft in a clearing, and Travis was somewhat drawn to it and got out of his truck and began walking closer. The other men were yelling to him to come back, and the next thing they knew, he was gone. This story has become infamous because after the men were all questioned by the police, and the police thought that they had done something nefarious to him. Travis then showed up on the side of the road 5 days and 6 hours after he disappeared. The men all passed polygraph tests, and what he experienced completely still remains a mystery. He was harassed by people blaming him for faking it, and he was truly struggling and made no money from his experience. It is hard to believe that he, to this day, is still claiming that he was abducted without there being some truth to it after all that he has suffered. But the tide is turning on this front. More and more high-ranking military and NASA officers are coming forward to tell their stories of things that they can't explain, things that defy everything they knew of our existence. Many people are becoming much more open to listening to people and looking at evidence that things are happening that we cannot explain. Another recent discovery that has truly blown the minds of astronomers and astrophysicists alike is the radio signal received from space named GPMJ 1839-10. That is correct. We received a radio signal that has been sent from over 15,000 light years away. Astronomers have traced the signal coming in from an exoplanet, and the star it orbits over 15,000 light years from Earth. We cannot even fathom how far away that is. To them, this signal is a good indication that the planet has a magnetic field and very likely an atmosphere that would support life on this exoplanet. Scientists have still been unable to fully decipher the message. Only segments of the signal have been decoded currently, but let's just break that down. Sound waves do not travel through the vacuum of space. Space is ominously silent, according to astronomers. The only way to get a recorded message through space would be to emit a radio wave or physically record a message and send it out to the cosmos, like we actually did with the Golden Record. Also noteworthy, as of now, the only radio wave communication Earth has sent into space was from the leader of the Third Reich. I can't say his name on YouTube, so that's not great. Also, slightly troubling, China has the largest antenna receiver in the world. If we were sent another message, China would be the first to receive it. Makes me wonder if they would share it or if they already have messages that they have not shared. In an endless dark void filled with countless galaxies, it has always been hard for humanity to believe that we are alone. Many have romanticized the idea of friendly encounters. Others fear an overwhelming and dominating force raining down upon us all. For now, it is still unclear if humanity's interactions with life from afar will be positive or negative. With personal accounts and horror stories of alien abductions and encounters dating back to 1870, it now makes us wonder how many of these people were actually telling the truth and unfortunately were labeled crazy or as a conspiracy theorist. In fact, many military and NASA personnel have tried to speak out through the years and were either labeled crazy or were silenced. So now, the question is, what happens next? Should we be eagerly awaiting our guests from afar? Or should we be preparing ourselves for the fight of our lives? It all remains to be seen. Either way, please let me know your thoughts and theories in the comment section down below. Let me know if you would like me to do deep dives into these alien encounters and stories. It's a rabbit hole, y'all. I looked into them. I got lost. I'm sure you will too, and I'm happy to do that if that's what you would like. Also, let me know if you think that there's no way there can be alien life and tell me why. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.